right, what up, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, old or young, smart or dumb, to a brand new episode of the Gas Station Podcast, the podcast where you get filled the fuck up. I'm your host, Kayczar, and I'm joined here back again with my boys. We got Nobu Plays, aka Amirul, in the building. Mirul, how you feeling today, bro? How's
I'm
puasa?
feeling so great today. Puasa, it's like I've been doing it for like 28 years. Can't complain.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Nothing.
All right. Also with us as usual is Kafka Purp, aka Sashi, with the brand new haircut. Sashi, how you doing?
Okay, I think my haircut's quite bad.
It's okay, dude.
Nah, y'all didn't see.
You can't see it.
We can't see. Yes,
see the real
his
shit.
room is like down. But I got a vibe. It kind of looked like that guy from Lorax.
The Lorax guy?
The CEO, the short guy.
No, it looks like...
It's safe to say it's puffy. So once it's dry, it's like puffy. It's like afro.
No, because it looks like you didn't cut it short enough or you didn't keep it long enough. It's like in between.
Correct.
It's like a bob cut.
Yeah.
It is like a bob cut.
Okay.
I can't wait for it to grow back.
Okay, cool. I've been okay. It's been a okay week, I guess, for me. It's gonna be a short podcast this week, so we're gonna get straight into it. Not much for us to talk about this week. Nothing much really happened, but I just want to give a little COVID update because we haven't talked about COVID for a little while on the podcast. And today we had, yesterday, if you guys are watching this on Friday, we had, the highest cases in a long time. We got back to 2,400 plus cases.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say that if y'all go back a few podcasts, I said it. The moment the Bazaar Ramadan opens, this shit gonna spike back again. And it's only been 2 days. It's only been 2 days, dude.
I don't think it's from Bazaar, though. I think it's before that. I think when they start loosening up tu, dia dah start naik, though. Sebab, if you think back kan, tak sempat, though, 2 hari.
Okay, it's not just...
We should wait for next week. Next week punya test, then we'll see.
Yeah, but I also think that the opening of the Bazaar Ramadan is not just about the Bazaar Ramadan. It just becomes like a free for all. People are like, oh, okay, the Bazaar Ramadan is open, so we're gonna go ahead and do whatever the fuck you want to do. The Ministry of 2 states, I forgot which 2 states, Negeri Sembilan and one more state, came on and said we might shut down the Bazaar Ramadan Melaka. Because they are not following SOPs. How they were like, you gotta limit people at the stall, only 2 people can be manning the stall and only certain amount of people can be. How are you gonna manage that?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, man, it's not like a bazaar anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, you might as well the thing about it is Singapore, who has had 0 community cases. When I say 0 community cases, meaning like most of their cases come from import cases and also what do you call this? Like those foreign workers living in close quarters and stuff like that lah. There's literally 0 like normal, like in KL, like normal cases don't have. And they have their Bazaar Ramadan online. They figured out a way, of course their country is small lah, so they can do it, right? They figured out a way to have a system and shit like that where if you want to open a stall for Bazaar Ramadan, you do it basically like an online store and people can buy online and they buy the kuih online and they just deliver that shit. They are doing that even with 0 community cases. We over here thinking 1,000 plus only, it should be okay. It should be okay, just open and do all this shit. Man, it's not gonna work. And then now they were saying, okay, now we cannot open the borders for Raya lah. Obviously, it's not gonna fucking work lah. If they wanted to, I was telling Miro before the pod, like, if they did want to open the borders at any point, don't wait for the Raya punya season to open the borders.
True. I think they should just tutup though. Just don't let people balik Raya though. What the fuck?
Yeah, I support that definitely. But I'm just saying that, like, okay, if you want to be like, if people are like, oh, we need the borders to open and shit like that, and you're saying, oh, we're feeling pressure from the Raya to open the borders and shit like that, don't wait until Raya or Chinese New Year or Deepavali to open the borders. Because when you do that, everybody gonna fucking travel. If you open it like normal time, like, okay, for the next 2-3 weeks, y'all can travel a little bit. that people won't rush to go. No, you do riot time, everybody's gonna
Yeah.
rush to travel.
True.
Because people are gonna be like, I don't know, it's gonna close again after riot or what. I don't know, people gonna go. Don't wait to do that, lah. You know, it's they have to think a little. It has to think a little bit, lah. And then, you know, off of that, just off of an tangent a little bit, our prime minister came out and said that the country is basically has
No money.
very little money. The government has very little money left to run the country, is what he said. He said, like, basically dah tak cukup duit dah sekarang. So now what they're doing is they're starting to cut pay from civil workers, government
Dia
workers.
pay tak potong ah.
Your 100,000, 60,000, 50,000 pay tak potong. That one cannot potong. But the teachers, the people who work in the kementerian, that one all potong. That's the only way we know how to do.
Babi dua orang ni.
I mean,
How
guys,
they can justify that?
it's getting bad, lah, guys. It's getting really bad. Like, these people are blatantly now just being like, it's just bad, like, just very bad. And you know,
Getting exposed, man.
and the thing about it is, I feel like they're getting to a point where they get exposed and they don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, people are also occupied with the COVID thing, and then people are trying to, you know, take care of themselves also juga.
Yeah, so they got no time to macam oppose this fellas. So this guy is like, okay, let's just run riot.
correct.
At
I
this
saw,
point, like, people are starting to question whether are the numbers even real. You get me? Like, I've seen like a couple of tweets today. People are starting to question, are numbers even real? Are they just trying to, like, you know, keep us in the dark or whatever? I mean, like, it's a bit on the veering of the, like, not
But I
conspiracy theories.
won't be surprised if they do it, lah. Because
Yeah, I wouldn't be
these
surprised.
guys will do
also.
anything to like just scare the
people?
public.
Yeah, it's easier to control. Everybody, you should pick up the book 1984 by George Orwell and learn.
Oh yes, sir. Of course, amazing book.
Amazing book.
But no, I just think that, you know, I saw somebody tweet today and they were like, it's 2 riots in a row already that we can't go back. So it's clear that the government failed us, right? We didn't curb this thing because the fact of the matter is we got to a point at one time where we had zero cases.
Yeah.
Like, we got to that point.
I remember
then-
the Telur picture, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, oh shit, 0 cases. That's fucking amazing. And we went for a few weeks after that with like 2 cases, like 3 cases, like skit only. And then we all know who fucked it up. What happened that fucked it up? It is their fault. Held that fucking election. They fucked the whole thing up. And then now we're paying for it again, lah. I guess I know we've said this many times, but I'm just saying, like, again, with the spike of cases, and then I see fucking MKN send me a text message this morning, rakyat perlu jangan leka and all this kind of bullshit to my phone. I'm like, bitch.
They are like the constant message, lah.
Yeah.
Every day they remind me to be disciplined.
Exactly.
I'm at home, man.
yeah. Maybe tell your fellas to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Then how? Okay, maybe tell your fellas to be disciplined. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. They're saying now the government actually projected that by May we would have less than 500 cases, and then yesterday they came out and said, "Look, we might have a 4th wave, like a 4th full like wave where we go to 3,000 and 4,000 again.
Yeah.
It might happen again. 4th wave, dude. That's crazy, dude. Like,
Well, and second wave, they are really like, okay, we gotta curb this shit down.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
like get ready for the 4th wave, motherfucker.
yeah, for the 4th wave, motherfucker.
This shit suffers.
We're gonna turn this shit
We
up. Let's go.
surface.
We're gonna turn this shit
We
up.
surface.
Fucking encore that shit.
It's fucking crazy, dude. 4th wave is insane, dude. We are not a big country, dude. Yes, we are bigger than Singapore, but we're not that big, dude. Like, we can curb this thing. Like, it's not super difficult to curb this thing. But, you know, people have their own interests and people want to do whatever the fuck they want to do and say whatever the fuck they want to say. So, I don't know. What else can we do? My advice to the people, once again, as usual, like I said the other day, I mean, whatever, how many podcasts ago, can't blame the government if we are also doing shit, right? Like even I've been out. I only been out once lah, but still I went out like a couple weeks ago and shit like that. But maybe let's just sit down. I'm seeing parties all coming back and shit like that, and I get it. It's all good. Y'all feel like it's safe and shit like that. But I don't know lah. We see how it goes, and then if it goes up again to 3,000 or 4,000, and then we gotta look at ourselves again lah and be like, just sit the fuck down in the house. Most offices are open now. A lot of my friends are working in the office. I don't know how that
friends
works.
start masuk office. My mom started teaching, dude.
Yeah. My aunt
My
also.
started went to school already.
Yeah, my aunt who's a teacher also said like, yeah, I'm back at the school already and shit. I'm like, okay, like whatever lah. Like, as long as you're taking precaution, I guess that's the just a little question for you guys. I know I asked you guys this, I think probably when we first started this podcast, but I'll ask you guys again. When do you think this shit, and when and how do you think this shit will end?
It will end in the fiery death of everyone. Okay, but for real though,
Vaccine.
it's gonna take like another.
Vaccine.
At this point, I don't even know if you're gonna get vaccinated ke tak though.
I mean, we will, but it'll take a long time lah. Like I was telling you, Miro, just now, like no civilian has been vaccinated in Malaysia. Only the ministers have been vaccinated.
Ministers,
It doesn't even come
front lines, and then now I heard the athletes.
What?
Yeah, I heard like
I think
athletes like getting
athletes
vaccinated.
also got, right?
Why is athletes at the top of the list?
I don't know, but I saw one advertisement. This one athlete macam encourage the public to take vaccine. But I don't know whether he took lah. But
I don't think so.
He's part of the advertisement where he's like promoting like.
That one is just
promote lah. But this one I think
propaganda.
I've heard memang ada athlete vaccinated though.
That'd be fucked up. Why the fuck are athletes above like old people and like shit, like people who have like existing conditions and shit like that?
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. What the fuck? But our country is known for doing and saying crazy things. Go ahead, Miro. You want to say something?
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm looking at like Twitter pun banyak gila dia orang kata like athletes are like
getting
why
vaccinated. Apparently it's for the Olympics.
Oh, because the Olympics are this year.
Vaccination for Olympic-bound athletes to start soon.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine.
I mean, okay, what do you think? Like, okay, kalau macam tu, if like less than like 200 people get vaccinated first for the Olympic, I don't mind lah.
Yeah, it's sikit je.
Sikit je, I don't mind. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go make ourselves proud. We need this.
When the country wins gold medal, right? Do they like get money?
No, they get vaccine now. That's the currency now.
That's like the price.
Now.
You go winners that gold medal, or you don't get
gold
fucking
medal,
vaccine.
1 million vaccine.
They get paid. The athletes get paid.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, do the country like earn anything?
Country earns money, and then from that money they earn, they break some off to give the athletes.
Because I'm trying to see the reason why they would want to give the athletes the vaccine first.
Yeah, because country will earn
because
money.
Can earn money, right? Because since they have no money now.
Yeah. They say they only have 300 billion or something left or some shit like that. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully it gets better for us. In other news, if you guys live in KL, actually I don't know about other states lah, but so far in the past week in KL, Selangor, the rain has been kind of fucking crazy.
I love rain.
I love rain. I love rain, but the rain has been like, dude, like I can usually when it rains, I can hear the rain on my window. Obviously, if the wind blows a certain way, but like in the past couple of days, like the rain hitting my window is like somebody like fucking tapping on my window like the whole time, right? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like it's fucking loud. And something happened recently at the Etika building in KL, where the storm was so bad that an entire glass wall just like shattered while people were in it and shit.
I saw the video though.
I saw the video too.
Like, oh.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then I saw a bunch of other videos of other areas where they have like Bazaar Ramadan and shit, the tents getting like blown off.
Angin also kuat though.
Angin kuat gila, bro.
Yeah,
like
that I noticed though.
The angin damn kuat. And like, yeah, Bazaar Ramadan, they by the side of the road and shit, the fucking tents getting like blown off and shit like that. It's fucking crazy. And I know people think that it's just, oh shit, heavy rain, blah, blah, blah. But I just want to bring up that these kind of things are all effects, whichever word it is. Effects, yeah, of climate change. That's what's happening. Our weather is becoming much more extreme now. So it's either like panas gila babi or like hujan angin gila babi, which is like, that's the effects of climate change. And recently, a couple of weeks ago, we were invited to the World Climate Change talk or whatever the fuck, and then we decided not to go. And the guy who is our current environment minister or whatever the fuck you call it said that we didn't go because we are not one of the countries that will be affected by climate change in a severe way or whatever the fuck. So we're not gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna sit this one out.
Two word. Banjir kat Kelantan. Bro.
And this dude is from Kelantan.
I'm pretty fucking sure. And they said, bro, your fucking town is like tenggelam. Literally, people are trying to like survive atas bumbung, dude. You think there's no need? The fuck? Oh my god, can someone get all these old people out? I can't, dude. Oh my god.
It's literally every year we go through the floods. And it gets worse and worse and worse every year. And you're telling me, no, we don't get affected by this.
It's weird because Amiro mentioned about old people in these positions and all that, and I agree with him. Man, these guys are so fucked up, like fucking backwards. They do all backward shit. But then, like, as public, we cannot like criticize them. We cannot comment them. That's so fucked, dude.
It's okay. We comment here. Fuck off. Fuck. Tell all of them fuck off.
Oh, like, I want to vent out, dude. Bitch.
No, my thing is not. Yeah, my thing is just like, I don't care about age, but science is science, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, go and attend lah, go and get some knowledge or whatever lah. Why you done sombong like that?
Because
we
they're
cool,
like
bro.
Old, that's why they don't want to go. They're like, I know this, fuck off.
Yeah, man, just go and attend lah, see what they have, see what's your opinion and all that shit.
No, because the thing is, the reason why we got storms and shit, because got a lot of LGBT people in our country.
You see, that is like that's not logic in that, So let's talk about logic lah. Like, oh man, you've been to schools, man.
You've been to school. No, that's my thing. I don't care about age and all that kind of shit. But
you know who's the culprit here?
Who?
I've been saying this so many times. The radical religion fucks, though.
Yeah.
For instance, like Sashi was saying about logic, right? If you read back all the religion books, and are there logic in there?
Very rarely.
Someone
got a bit here and there. Got a bit here and there.
You call it cherry picking.
When in these books, right, they don't have logic. Okay, it's like they use fantasy and all that to teach you a lesson. But when you step out of the book, you should be like trying to apply that with real world punya logic. Real world has a logic. Real world has gravity. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't just macam fly around and all that shit. If you trip, you fall. So that's how real the world is. So this guy is all macam, I don't know, man. Doesn't make any sense, dude.
Science, dude. Science. Just believe the science. For once in your fucking life, when you read a science book, don't be like, nah, but we're not sure yet, though. Dog, there's data. There's data. There's everything there. Yo, the fucking some world entity came out and said that about Malaysia recently.
World entity?
Like some world, an entity for like environmental stuff.
Oh.
They came out with a list of countries which will be affected by this environment, climate change and shit like that. And we are on the list of the like top 50 or something like that.
Of course, we are like literally surrounded by water, dude.
Yeah.
Like when one day, right, the world get even hotter
submerged
than it is now, the ice fuckers are all gonna melt, bro. And how many Malaysian do know how to swim? How many doesn't know how to swim?
Not me. I don't know how to swim.
See?
I will just be like, okay, take me.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, it's just believe in that. Believe in the science. Look at the data. Believe in that kind of shit, lah. Don't fucking be like, we're gonna be good off of if we all just Smayang
The
and
reason, the
shit.
reason rain is heavy is because we have angered the gods.
We have angered the gods and shit like that.
What the fuck is this? Hollywood or what? Chill lah.
Brother, dude, even Hollywood, where got a movie like that, boss? Where we angered the gods, so it's raining.
This-
right?
the way this guy's talking, right? It's like that, no? It's like, okay, whenever it rains, you sembahyang cukup, you become kalis air. No, you need a fucking umbrella.
Yeah.
It's
You need a
easy
raincoat.
explanation for them, dude. It's a scapegoat lah, basically.
Yeah,
For
it's just
them.
anything.
The way I
also,
see it,
we
it's
blame
like
the
an,
religion,
it's like an
blame the
escape for
teaching.
them.
Like that.
Yeah, it's an escape for them.
I just don't know how these people have the conscience to be like, let's blame it on this when there's some actual real shit that's happening that affects our country. Like Middle said, the floods affect our country and it gets worse and worse, spreading to more and more states every year. Last year, I remember Johor was flooded like a motherfucker, dude. I remember at one point, my dad calling me and being like, yo, we can't drive through town right now. The whole place. Y'all remember in front of like City Square and shit like that,
Yeah.
that Jalan. Bro, that whole Jalan was
Yeah.
submerged, dude. And we never have floods in JB. That shit was happening. Like,
Kajang town pun banjir tu.
I remember Sashi pun masa tu Gombak pun banjir.
Gombak pun banjir tu.
It's like, yo, like it's happening. You can see it.
LGBT people lah.
No, if you tell this religion nuts and these things are happening because something, no, they say no, kita akhir zaman. I mean, I agree, but it's not because God said it's akhir zaman. It's because you fucks doesn't want to do.
Dog, if it's Akhir Zaman, it will just pop one time we out of here. You think what? God gonna be like
Gradually, no.
right? The flood
He's
just gonna be like. I mean, if I was God, that's what I would do. I would be like, exit
God is
game.
quite dramatic. lah.
Let's load back to the last save file. This one.
Yeah, load back the last save file. Exit game.
Yeah, this
I'll continue this tomorrow. Like.
Yeah. Exit to desktop. I'll continue tomorrow lah. Fuck this shit. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, this is some evidence for them to try and take this climate change a little bit seriously and not just.
Yeah, someone need to tell these fellas all they're dense as fuck.
Yeah, and they are ministers, bro. That's what irks me, you know. Like,
Can you all like put aside your fantasy and start thinking a little bit of logic, please?
reality, bro. Live in fucking reality, bro.
Man, the fuck though.
Yeah.
So, if I was the menteri or whatever the fuck, I would say, you know what? Religion is something you do at home. Don't bawa keluar.
Hey, I would agree with that.
It's a personal thing.
Don't bawa keluar.
use
Yeah,
it for
you can
yourself.
have like your
Temple
whatever,
or mosque or whatever,
Mosque,
yeah.
apa, yeah. Don't whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay. That thing can keep simpan, but when it comes to like things like this that affects everyone,
Do not bring.
do not bring
but
in religion. No.
but Mirul, remember what the auntie said? Ini negara.
Don't you bring that bitch here. Fucking hate that bitch. Oh my god, I got fucking triggered, dude, whenever I see that.
I mean, I don't think any country should be making decisions based off of any religion. Whether it's India making decisions off of Hinduism or
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care what country. Y'all should not be making real life decisions off of whatever religion that y'all think the country should be following. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, this is real life we're talking about, not fucking your wherever you pray to. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not saying-
it affects everyone now.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
just
the problem
affect.
with them. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it-
affect a
because-
specific group of like certain religion follower. It affects everyone.
It's like you're joking. It's like you're mocking us when you're talking about how the religious punya thing je yang causing all this banjir and all that. You're mocking my intelligence right now.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
making fun of me.
Yeah.
We're that stupid.
Why you send us to school for however many years?
Why didn't the school teach me about this?
Yeah. Okay, the rain doesn't.
might cause like dual weather problems.
The rain doesn't come from condensation and shit like that. It comes from when you make God angry. That wasn't in my textbook. I don't know about you guys, but
They have like the exact diagram where they show from sungai.
Exactly, yeah.
Condensation.
That makes a
stuff
lot of
happens.
sense. In none of the pictures
Evaporation.
I see God Mara and all that. I'm angry now.
He's angry
Rain.
and start pissing down. And
He stopped pissing, bro. He stopped pissing everywhere.
That was nice. probably would believe you guys.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
that's not the thing.
Fuck you guys, like.
Oh my God, I'll see you in hell. I'll see you in hell. Let's get a house together, okay?
Nah, God is up there agreeing with us. Like these motherfuckers spitting right now.
I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in my house later, okay?
Oh shit. Yeah, I just with the COVID thing and also with this whole climate thing, so I just wish we would just look at the science and the data and make our decisions off of that, not off of emotion, not off of political interest, not off of any of those things, lah. That's just my thinking about it. Okay, let's not spend too much time on it. Let's move on to a little bit of music talk.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we can't start this week's music talk without mentioning rest in peace to DMX. Last week we told you guys that he was very ill, and I believe last Friday or last Saturday he passed. And like I said on the podcast last week, he was already in a lot of pain. He had a heart attack. He was in a brain dead situation. They were keeping him on life support, and I was like, if he's in too much pain, let him go. So that's what they decided to do. So rest in peace to DMX, fucking legend. Apparently he did finish his last week. I mentioned he was working on an album. Apparently he did. Swiss Beats came out and said he actually did finish the album. So that probably will be coming out soon. So y'all should look out for that. I was actually on Instagram Live, though I don't go on Instagram Live often, but I was bored. It was Friday night. Yeah. I was bored. I was on Instagram Live. I was chilling. I was like playing music and shit, like with like the 3 people who were watching my live. And then like one of my friends, shout out to Eric, he was like RIP DMX. And the thing is, in the morning, people were saying RIP DMX, but then his manager came out and said, yo, he hasn't passed yet. Stop saying that shit, right? And then, so when my friend came in and said RIP DMX, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. He's not dead yet and all this kind of shit. And my friend was like, nah, dude, like 5 minutes ago, they just said like he's dead. And I had to get off live. When I checked it, I was like, oh, shit. And then, yeah, I went back on live with my brother and we played music. We played like DMX music for a good like half an hour and shit, which was really fun. Yeah, rest in peace to the dog, man. He was, again, just somebody who didn't give a fuck about anybody or anything. He was always himself. Whenever people told him he was too loud in interviews, he would just get louder. He was just one of those kind of people. He had 15 children, so prayers to the children. 15 children and 9 baby mothers. He's, when he said he's a dog, he's a real dog. You know what I'm saying? Like 15 children, bro.
That's like a football team with subs.
With subs, yeah. Another 3 more, you can get the full football team. Yeah.
Let's go, DMX.
Rest in peace to DMX. Okay, so off of like DMX, I mean, when he fell sick, I started to go back to look at all of his interviews and his music and stuff like that. And then I went into like a rabbit hole back again and looking at 90s music and stuff like that. So I just had this like little thing that I was thinking about with music. I feel like, and I don't know, maybe you guys don't really listen to much 90s music or even early 2000s lah, maybe, but I feel like music was a little bit more radical back in the days. Like, I feel like why we say like in hip hop, we still go back to like Tupac or Biggie or DMX or like whoever the fuck, or NWA, or with rock, we go to Nirvana or like these kind of people, right? Is because their stuff was so like it shook the world, when the shit came out.
It's like genuine, no? It's not saturated yet, I think, the time.
It was. That's the thing. 90s was already, especially with rock music, was already like quite saturated and stuff like that.
Rock, okay.
Hip hop was also becoming really big in the 90s. There's rappers coming out left and right and stuff like that. But I'm not talking about the rappers that we maybe don't remember from the 90s. I'm just thinking about like, okay, just think about in the last 10 years, right? Like, who would you say, okay, maybe Kendrick is the most radical artist, I would say. Right? The most he has a message and he's out there and he does all this kind of shit. Like, other than that, we don't see that anymore.
Lil Nas, gay agenda, baby.
I guess
you can't say Lil Nas is not it's not radical. He's
Okay. This is the thing. So when I say radical, I don't mean marketing.
you're
You
talking
understand?
about message kan.
What is Lil Nas X message?
Gay people matters.
By giving Satan a lap dance, that was his message.
Wouldn't you give Satan a lap dance?
Yeah, probably.
If
But I'm not gay.
if Satan is hard, right?
Hard or hot? You need to define this. Hard or hot?
If Satan is a transgender,
Okay.
you didn't know that Satan does have a what's the good
Gene.
word for penis?
Oh, sorry. Penis lah. Penis is a scientific term,
penis
bro.
is scientific term. A phallic member?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, but she would still look like hot as fuck, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would still give her a lap dance.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like it's not like I'm just saying that like yes, Lil Nas X is gay 100%, but his radicalness is not rooted in that. It's just he just does some wild shit. Like I mean, I was telling Miro earlier, he's putting the video up on Pornhub. Like that's his whole thing now.
Kanye West did it first, what?
No, somebody did that for
Such a
Kanye.
fucking hoe, I love it.
Oh yeah, okay, that was Lil Pump, not Kanye, but okay. Shout out to Lil Pump. Yeah, but I just mean that like I just miss that like these artists who were not just in their music, just in real life. When you watch their interviews, when you watch DMX interviews, when you watch like Tupac interviews and Tupac spitting at reporters and shit. I'm not saying that we should do that. That's probably not a good thing to do, but like back then,
reporter deserve it, lah.
he did. Yeah, he definitely did. So
Why not?
yeah.
Just so your reporter cannot spit or what?
I'm just saying that maybe we're becoming a little bit soft. So like certain artists can't
Game's gone soft.
Game is gone soft. So like so now the radical thing is wearing a dress or I don't know, doing that kind of shit, right? Which is like that's not really that radical if you really think about it. We have people like Prince and and those kind of people who for years have been challenging that shit. You know? Yeah, doing that kind of shit.
We have Sisu 6, the old band.
Yeah.
One. They have been wearing the same thing.
Yeah, Prince had his ass out on stage.
You have what's the guy? Boy George.
Boy George played in Singapore once, bro. Like I was there. I was at the club. Like he was DJing. Yeah. So we've had that and all that before, lah. But there's no more like I don't get. I love a lot of new artists for sure. I 100% love a lot of new artists, but none of it like excites me the way when I look at like the way Park was moving, the way DMX was moving, or the way Nirvana was doing what they were doing, or Red Hot Chili Peppers early in the day, Black Sabbath, Kiss, like Metallica. This was like I was like, wow, like they did this shit. This is crazy,
Kiss Army, baby. Kiss
shout out to
Army.
Kiss. I love Kiss.
Remember my old house when you could enter my room? It's like a bunch of like Kiss posters.
Yeah.
Kiss Army, baby.
Yeah, so I mean I definitely it's a product of the environment currently that we live in. Is
Slipknot.
Yeah, Slipknot was probably early 2000. I would say it lasted until like early 2000s. And then after that,
before internet.
Yeah, before the internet, and then like before the internet really became a thing, it was still kind of around, and then after a while it just like kind of like died off. Like that.
Because anything masculine is toxic now.
Anything masculine is toxic. Anything mildly violent is toxic. Anything like, you can't be like about shit anymore. No, you have to be like, I have to articulate my words properly and say it in the right way.
The people who keep saying the word toxic masculinity, toxic are the toxic people. Because they jump to the worst. They jump to the word straight.
Toxic.
If like just the slightest of reaction from a dude, right?
Toxic masculinity. Yeah.
Toxic masculinity. So what is normal masculinity?
No,
how do you define toxic masculinity?
No, I guess the idea is there's no such thing as masculinity. There's no such thing as femininity. I mean, let's not get into that.
Wait. You have to ulang again what you just said last 5 seconds because my PC was like, Wah! Oh, it's not me.
okay,
It was you. Okay. What did you say?
I said that most people want a world where there's no masculinity and there's no femininity, right? There's no
Yeah.
like we all just are human, which I agree to a certain extent and I disagree to a certain extent.
It's
Maybe we
gonna be
can discuss.
bland, dude.
Maybe we can.
How do you function like that? How? How can I'll straight away say, how do you function in a world with no men? You tell me lah.
Oh no, women like no.
Yeah, man or woman lah. Since
Yeah.
the agenda is about guys are toxic or whatever. So my question is, how do you function in a world without guys?
Oh, they can do it, bro. Don't worry.
They cannot do it. You cannot. I've never seen a garbage lady. I never see all these ladies all climb in tall buildings and do construction work. I never seen any Bangla woman holding electric wires and fixing the wires like live wires, like live wires.
No, but they were not allowed in those spaces.
Even if you allow, you won't do it because that's not your preference.
I mean,
wait, equal of opportunity is provided. It's just the outcome is not there. You guys won't go for it. Only guys will go for it.
I don't know. I don't know.
If I say like Tadika punya teacher punya work, I don't see guys do it. I see ladies do it. It's just preference. It's not that sexism or whatever. Guys will do it, but not most of the time ladies will
Yeah,
do it.
we're talking about general, yeah.
The opportunity will be there. Both can do it. But just they don't prefer to do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay. Let's
outcome is not it's not possible. So
let's table this since we're doing a short pod this week. We'll talk about it next week. Hold on, let me write this down because it's a really good thing that we should talk about. Hold on, I gotta write it down.
Sorry, though.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No, it's so that topic is so good. It needs like an hour just for it. A dedicated.
Yeah. We can go back and forth because I can rebut and we can. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was just my thing about music, just a little bit. Since I mentioned wearing dresses and shit, I just want to touch on Cudi's SNL performance. Kid Cudi's SNL performance. So Kid Cudi went on SNL to, I guess, promote his last album. He did a couple songs off his last album. And while he was performing, he was wearing a dress that was very similar to a dress that Kurt Cobain wore once in a performance. And so, what did you guys think? Did you guys see it at all?
I saw. First thing first,
Okay,
that's
what
a
do you guys
fucking banger of a dress. That shit look fucking dope. Not gonna look. You guys, Sashi, did you see the dress? Lawa, I know the dress.
Yeah,
It's a nice sundress. It's a nice
fucking
sundress.
nice sundress. Then after that, it's like, okay lah, cool lah. I don't have any like follow up sangat for me.
For me, I just look at it as purely like he tribute, and the fact is if girls can macam cross dress, then guys also can lah. Why not? It's just kain though. At the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
And I just look at it.
I like that. It's just kain at the end of the day. Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
facts.
a tribute, and so he just wear what his idol wear.
That's facts.
Off lah, just do lah.
Okay. Me being me, I thought about it a little bit more. Okay, I have no issue with him wearing a dress. Y'all know this. The Young Thug wore a dress on the Jeffrey album cover.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit. And then the album after that, the first song, he says, "I wore a dress because I had a stick under it." Like he had to hide the stick, like he had to hide his gun. I'm not talking about the fact of him wearing a dress. That's great and all that shit. My thing was he did that. He said, "Oh, this is a tribute to Kurt Cobain," which we all know. Cudi, Kurt is one of his idols. If you listen to Cudi, you should know that. What I didn't like is not even a few hours after the performance got aired, he said, "Guys, by the way, the dress was designed by Virgil. This is an off-white dress. And I have a line coming up with off-white. And the dress will also be sold in the line of clothes that we are putting out in a couple of weeks." That I didn't like.
He should have waited at least 24 hours lah.
No, he shouldn't have. Then don't.
It doesn't. The tribute macam tak sincere kan.
Yeah, the whole sincerity of the tribute is gone already for me now.
Now he's just macam like nak promote baju because he wants to sell it, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, you can buy this.
It's not like a one-off thing.
Correct. It's not like I wore this dress.
It's not unique anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and he could have worn an off-white dress. I'm not saying he can't, but he could have been like, yeah, Virgil designed this one of one for me to tribute Cudi. Because now I'm thinking in my head, at first I thought the conversation between him and Virgil would have been like, yo, I want to tribute Kurt Cobain, so make me a dress. I thought that was dope. And then when the line and shit came out, now I'm thinking, oh, they were in a meeting and they were like, okay, how do we promote this shit? And they were like, okay, Cudi was like, hey, I kind of want to tribute Kurt Cobain. Okay, cool, do the dress, and then we'll make the dress available to purchase. I don't like that shit. Like, especially with the way that Kurt Cobain passed.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like the way he passed is in and also what Kurt fought for all of his career, which was fighting the system and all this kind of shit, right? Then you go and do this. Now it feels like, bro, like then just don't do that. Like he could have just said, I felt like wearing a dress and you can buy this dress.
Don't mention Cobain punya.
Don't need to be like, this is for Kurt Cobain and all this kind of shit. Don't need to do that. Or even if he did this, even if he did like, yeah, I wore the dress and then I have an off-white line, you can buy the dress that I'm wearing. Only one. This one, if you want to buy, you can buy.
Auction.
Also I would have been like, okay, that's kind of cool. Because the thing about it is, when that shit came out, I did not see any like Nirvana fans and shit being like, oh, this is dope. It was all Cudi fans being like, this is dope and shit like that. It's like insincere. So I didn't, it rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, this kind of gross a little bit. Like, potong sikit lah. I'm like, man.
Can't wait for all kind of Cudi fans beli baju tu.
Yeah.
Shows and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind all of that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean,
be interesting.
Yeah, but just the sentiment to me was like not right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just before we end, a little bit of new music that I've been listening to this week. New Brockhampton album.
Yes, sir.
New Light, New Machine. Guys, go check that shit out.
Yeah.
It is fire. I give it like a 9 out of 10, I think. I haven't given an album a 9 out of 10 in a long time.
I only heard the Danny Brown punya lagu je.
That song is dope also.
I started from there and then I was like, wait, Brockhampton has a new album. Then I played it on stream.
That's the first song on the album. Yeah, that's the first song on the album. Yeah. A$AP Rocky, A$AP Fergs on the album. JPEG Mafia. A bunch of people are on the album. Really, really good album. Really like it. Sometimes when I hear albums and I hear like fresh sounds, I get like really excited. This is really fresh. Like I've never heard. Like Miro was describing it before the pod. It's like macam lo-fi pun ada, but then like they have like these electronic elements and then like rock a little bit, but like hip hop. Like
Brockhampton is like really musical also.
Yeah. There's a lot of elements of that shit. Also, this is their second last album, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
So
after this, they are Brockhampton.
They're gonna do.
You confirm that kind of meme will come out.
And you guys hear it first.
Yeah. Miro, prep it first before.
Said it first.
Here first. They're gonna Brockhampton pani.
Yeah, they're doing one more album together and then they probably.
So and then they solo career lah.
Probably. But I don't know. I don't see any solo career for anyone else other than Kevin because.
Like
only
the face lah.
And also, he's the only one who's done songs with other people by himself. Like featured with other people by himself, so I don't know about the other guys.
Most of his friends are macam they play instruments or they also macam like rap or they just
couple of them rap as well, and one guy sings. The white guy, he sings.
Right.
And then a couple others are producers. The other guys are producers and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Other than that, some singles that you should check out. Conway the Machine featuring Jay Skis. Blood Roses, you should check that out. Belly dropped a new single with Benny the Butcher, Money on the Table. Y'all should check that shit out as well. Also, I saw a video of Freddie Gibbs. He hanging out at P. Diddy's house, boss. And then he was saying, yo, P. Diddy got an actual restaurant in his house, you know.
What?
He was like, look at this fly young man. Like, he took a video with Diddy. Look at this fly young man. He got a fucking restaurant in his house and shit. And then he showed, it was like legit, like, looked like a real restaurant, bro. He's like, we at his house. We at his house. There's like a restaurant.
Just for his friends and his family, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy, dude. Oh, the restaurant dekat dalam rumah. So
You got chef. You can see the chef at the back. Like this, like
the chef is there every day or only when there's like a certain there's like an event that he'll come in.
He works there, man.
he works there. He works. That's his job.
Personal chef.
That's his fucking job. He's a personal chef, but yes, a personal chef work in your
the
kitchen.
dining table is like designed into an entire diner.
Personal chef usually in your kitchen, right? This one he got the whole shit.
The experience of
There's
a counter to pay your food.
Yeah. They make it legit.
There's a takeout tepi lah.
There's a bar with bottles and shit at the back.
He just
like,
wants a restaurant experience.
That's wealth, bro. That's motherfucking wealth right there, bro.
That's luxury, man.
And it was just funny for me to see Freddy, who's like he's like a hood flow lah. So he's like, yo, what the fuck, dude? You gotta fucking what the fuck, like, yeah. And
was it that mouse who had Tim Horton in his house?
Yeah, Deadmau5.
It was his also. It was him also, right? He had a
was it Deadmau5 or Z?
I think it's Deadmau5.
I think it's Deadmau5.
I think it's Deadmau5. He had a Tim Horton in his house, dude.
Yo, Deadmau5's house is like worth like 100 and something million, dude.
Oh, did you saw the tour video?
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Linus Tech Tips punya.
Bro, it's fucking crazy.
Dude,
it's fucking
his house.
crazy.
You saw his gaming room?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, his gaming room, bro.
It's not a gaming room, dude. It's a CC. It's a CC.
It's a cyber cafe.
It's a straight up cyber cafe.
It's like PC.
Yeah.
All around, and he only used one.
Yeah. And his studio looks like, the best studio in the world lah. Like,
his studio looks like an evil villain lad though.
Yeah.
Like
that shit's great.
the thing on the wall.
The synthesizers and shit.
And then all the cables lalu bawah. I'm like, bro, these guys are fire.
These guys like next level wealth, bro. Next level wealth. Okay, that's pretty much it for music. Not much local music because it's Ramadan, so everybody's Ramadan making music for the month. So usually people chill for this month and they will drop music.
It's a month of reflection.
Yeah. I've been asking verses from some of my Malay rapper friends, and they're like, okay, just wait. I can't be like fuck and all this kind of shit. Just wait lah. After 7 p.m. then you record the verse.
After 7 p.m. everything is back to
just send me the verse back, bro. Just like after 7 p.m. record and just send it to me. Like, so yeah, that's pretty much it for music. And that's pretty much it for the podcast, except Miro, you have a little bit of a closing.
I have a predicament.
Closing question to ask us.
So it happened like last couple of days. I was reading a book. It's called Tales from Around the World.
Okay.
So it's like Aesop. I don't know how to pronounce Aesop. AESOP.
Aesop.
Yeah, the stories. So
yeah, Aesop fables.
There was this one story I can't remember from which. I have to check back the book. I can't remember from which country. It was a story about a centaur, and it got me thinking. If there is an actual centaur, where would their genitals be? Would it be like the normal human part, where like half their part, only the back part is like horse, right? So would it be like human, and then the part that's like the apparatus, or dekat belakang, and that's still like the normal horse one? Or better yet, do they have both?
That's the question. Follow if wherever a horse has a dick, right? I think that's
where it will be.
That's where.
So you won't think it's like at the depan,
because it's half man, right? It's waist
it's half
up.
Man.
Yeah,
it's waist up.
I still think the horse punya shit will take over that job lah.
Also, okay,
right.
The horse section,
that, right?
He'll have a horse dick lah, basically.
Okay,
I think so.
Say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if they mate, and the male centaur mount, and they are still half human, what? So how they do all the cuddly thing? How they do the biting thing? Because when you think
of it, boss, they straight up they don't have.
And the guy will be like standing here, and the will be like bawah,
Nah, they don't do foreplay, none of that shit, boss. They straight up, I'ma mount you.
Yeah,
okay, then centaurs are not
apply for them
cool anymore.
Yeah, Kama Sutra doesn't work for them.
Centaurs, man. That's just
it's just one position.
You know what's
they have their own shit, man.
You know what's their Kama Sutra?
What?
Kama Sutra.
All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this week's podcast.
You get it, right? Kama Sutra. COW Masutra.
I get it, but it's a reach. It's a reach. So you gotta fucking like, you need a horse dick to reach that shit, bro.
It's that far, bro.
All right, cool. All right, cool. That's pretty much it for this week's podcast. It's a little short one. I know we breezed through a lot of things, but Mirul has somewhere to be. He has something to do. So I won't say what, but so we gotta get going. But we'll be back next week. We'll give you guys a longer episode next week. I promise. So yeah, that's it. Gas Station Podcast episode 19. I'm your host Kayczar. Back again with Mirul, aka Nobu Plays. You can check him out on twitch.tv/Nobu Plays. He streams every day except for Thursday, actually.
Yeah, Thursday is specifically for podcast day.
It's pod days.
I need my energy for this.
Yes, sir. Also with us as usual is Kafka Purp, aka Sashi. You can check him out on Instagram at Kafka_Purp. Check out the new track that him and his crew dropped, Chasing Papers with Krishna David and Niroshan, is out now on all platforms. Y'all can go check that shit out. I'll link it below. My name is Kayczar. I'm a rapper producer. You can check me out on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your music from. And that's pretty much it. Gas Station Podcast episode 19. We are signing the fuck out. Peace.
We're at 19 now? Damn.